everybody, how are we this morning? I'll wait for my little spinny thing to stop spinning and know that I'm actually live in the group. Thanks for joining me. If you're joining me, let me introduce myself. My name is Beck Hall. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Melbourne in Australia. And I come live here every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. So welcome. If you're joining me for the first time, say g'day. We always love to have new viewers. So if you're seeing a live up here, up right about there somewhere, you're watching me live. If not, you're watching the replay. So whether you're live or the replay, jump on and say g'day, because we like to have a bit of a chat here on a Saturday morning and a Wednesday night for that fact when I go live on Wednesdays. So I've got some new stuff I want to show you today, so let's just see. Let me grab up my comments. Oh, I've got to make that screen a little bit bigger so I can see. I'm getting blind in my old age, so I need to have big things to be able to see stuff. Good morning, Maura. Hey, Marianne. How you going? Thanks for joining me. We're going to be using some new product. It's not available yet, but I thought I'll give you a sneak peek of what's coming up next month, so the 3rd of September, so not long to wait. What have we got? 10 days, not even that, to enjoy all of these new goodies that are coming out. Oh my goodness, I can't wait. So not only do we have, I don't even know where I've put my new catalogue. It's on my messy desk somewhere. So we've got a new catalogue coming out, but we also have some new online exclusives coming out in September as well, a whole range of goodies that are available. So, and the beauty about Stampin' Up! Is now what they've done is they've created this amazing online exclusive product pamphlet we can print out ourselves at home. So it gives us a list of, and I can't show you, I don't think. It gives us a list of all of the new products. But I know I can't show you inside this yet. Well, I don't think I can anyway, because they're the laws and the rules. But I can show you the products that I've got. So I'm going to flip you down and I'm going to show you one of the ones, and we're going to use it today. So I'm super excited because it's all my favorite colors, so that should give you a hint about what we're going to use. But yeah, it's going to be great. I love it. All right, let me flip you down. Say good morning. Good morning, Julie. Good morning, Jan, Megan, Lynette. How are you all this morning? All right, let me flip you down and show you what I've got. Oh, look, it's a blank screen. No, just kidding. Of course, I've got new stuff to show you. So, I'm going to show you the awesome new suite called Gathering. Let me see. I just want to get the wording right. It is called Gathering Together Suite. And you get a whole heap of goodies in this suite. So, this is the new paper. Like, look at those colors. Aren't they amazing? Let me drag out this paper and show you this paper. It is so gorgeous. We're going to be using this in class next month. I can't wait. I'm super excited because it is just my favorite colors. It's browns, it's greens, it's, you name it, it's gorgeous. And it all has this beautiful gold fleck in it, right? So double-sided paper, obviously. So we've got that one there, this gold flick muted paper, and it's got mushrooms in it. So of course, you know, it was going to be on my wish list. We've got gold checks there and some early espresso on the back. Look at this, mushrooms, awesome. Just love it. But I love the gold flicks. It's not overpowering, but it's just enough to give you a bit of contrast within the paper. So old olive, early espresso, and then this one, I think this would have to be my favorite sheet. Look at that. I'm spewing it only comes with 2 sheets of each, but it means I'll have to buy more packs. So that's your paper that comes with this Gathering Moments suite. It also comes with a stamp set. Let me grab the stamp set out for you. It comes with a stamp set, which is the Gathering Moments, and it's got some really cool sentiments. This one here is my favorite. Your friendship means the world to me. I will use that on so many cards, it's not funny. But of course we've got mushrooms and little acorns and lots of leaves, and it is a red rubber. It is the red cling. Now if you've lived under a rock and you haven't heard this week, Stampin' Up! Are not going to be producing these red rubber stamps anymore. They're going to move to photopolymer only. So I'm a little bit excited because I do love the clear. If you've followed me for a long time, you know I love the clear stamps. So I'm a bit excited. They're also changing the way we package our cases as well. They're not going to have these DVD cases anymore. They're going to come in like a bigger pouch than this, and I think the bigger pouch is like 9 inches high by about 5 5/8 or something wide. I'm not sure how that relates to in centimeters though. But anyway, this one comes with these dies. Have a look at these dies and how big they are. Look at this. These are huge dies. Look at that. Big leaves, big maple leaf there. Like, if you know me, my hands are quite big, so they're quite big dies, so quite large. And then it comes with this die here in the middle that allows you, oh, I can't even get it off. It allows you to stitch. So this creates all little holes for you to be able to stitch with a needle and thread, and you can stitch it. So, and it actually looks really effective. I can't even show you the card that I stitched because it's over in the house and I forgot to bring it over. Dopey. Okay. Alright. So that's the dies that it comes with. And then obviously all of these ones here cut out all of these images here. So really, really exciting for that one. And we're going to be using this today. So I just want to show you 2 more things that come with the suite. It comes with these awesome gems, and it also comes with 2 rolls of twine. So you get old olive twine and early espresso twine, but my twine, I couldn't find the end and it didn't want to come off the roll, pretty much like this is doing here. And then when I did eventually find the end, it all fell off the roll. So I had to, you want to see the mess I was in, it took me ages to unravel it all and put it onto this. So it doesn't come on one of these, it comes on like this, but it was just, yeah, it started to do this and unravel. So I just thought, I'm going to unravel it and put it onto one of these. So so the whole suite, what is it, 178.75. So for all of that, that's 178.75. So when it's released in September, I don't know why I'm putting it back in the bag, we're going to use it. Goodness me, Beck, a bit silly. Don't put it back in the bag. So awesome products. Hey, how cool is this? Alright, so we're going to create a card today, and I'm going to be using those big massive dies here like that. And then so I want to use that one. Actually, do I want to use that one or do I want to use this one? Let's decide together. But I'm going to pair it up with this stamp set called The Loveliest Tree, because I want to do some blending with this tree. So let me get a white card piece. I'm going to just move all of this out of the way for a minute. I'm going to grab, so this is one of my inside whites. This measures about 9.5 by 14 or thereabouts, 13.8 centimeters. And we're going to grab the big tree here, and a big block here. And I'm going to stamp it down in Early Espresso. So we're going to keep to the theme of this particular colours, these colours, right? So I'm going to ink my tree up, and I'm just going to roughly put it in the middle here, like so. And it doesn't matter, it's a little bit crooked, but it doesn't matter because we're going to put something over the top of that. And then I'm going to grab my old olive ink. I'm going to grab some Cajun Craze ink. And I'm going to grab some crushed curry ink. Like so. So I'm going to sort of keep it, like I said, within those 3 colours there. And we're going to grab our blending brushes. So we're going to grab old olive, crushed curry, and Cajun Craze. And then we're going to blend across the bottom of them. Hey Sue, what book when you ordered? What book did you not get, duh? Morning Jill, good morning Ruth, how are you? Hey Linda, hey Beryl, hey Christine, how are you? Hey Nikki, hey Josie, how are you? Alright, so then what we're going to do is I'm going to use the old olive. Now I've worked out a bit of a strategy. So when I go across the bottom here, see how it's only really faint? Now this could probably backfire on me, but I did do, and I don't know what, it was an accident actually how I found this out, but I grabbed my chamois here. I'm looking for, here it is, my little spritzer of water. And I'm just going to spritz a bit of water on my bench here, and then just like sort of not sop it up, but I want to just spritz a bit of water here and like just dab it. And then I'm actually going to put the ink in the water. So it actually then makes the ink, when you come onto your paper here, it actually makes it darker. So if you want like a nice like dark image onto your, because you're putting a bit of water onto the blending brush, you've got to then allow your blending brush to dry, so don't forget to do that. We're just going to do that, and then it just makes it darker across your image. So see that? See how straight away it's gone into be a really rich color. So if you're putting a little bit of water on your blending brush, don't worry, your blending brushes will dry and they'll still stay the same color, but it just makes it so that it picks it up and it blends it just that little bit darker than if you were to use it just as a dry brush as such. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense for you all. So see how that's like really nice and dark now. We've got that really rich green color that we want on the bottom of the tree there. Alright, then I'm going to pick up a bit of Cajun Craze, and I found that out purely by accident because I went to clean my glass mat and there was still a bit of water from my chamois on the mat, and then I dabbed it in the water. So you know how, isn't it cool how these things sort of come out when you you know, by accident sometimes. So we're just going to go across here like so, pick that up, and if you keep picking it up from here, you're not wasting the ink off your ink pad either. But we want that nice blending action happening across the pad here. And you don't want to make your blending brush too wet either, because then it'll just make the paper, you know, go all yuck. It'll make it go all bally and stuff like that. So, and then we're going to hit with some Cajun Craze like that. And it's literally just like a small spray that we're putting down on here, just to pick up just a smidge of water. Alright, and then you get, so look at that, nice rich colours when you're blending, and you don't have to then go over it, you know, 1,000 times to try and get those colours happening like so. How cool does that look? Like really rich colours that you know you can use on your cards. Alright, so that's our base bit that we're going to use. Let me just wipe all of this off. It's funny how things happen when, you know, it's an accident. You go, oh, well that worked well. So then I started spritzing stuff. Yeah, your paper will peel. So if you make it too wet, the paper will really peel. But you don't want to make it, that's why I say you just do a little tiny spritz on the paper, and but it gives you more richer colours quicker, if as such. It saves you going over and over and over it. And like I said, I used these brushes yesterday. I was creating for classes yesterday, and I used these yesterday, and they still dried and went back to being the same colours that, you know, we were using today. So alright, so then what I'm going to do is we're going to cut some of this cardstock here. So I'm debating whether to go and use this one or this one. Which one? I like both of them. So, or we could use that one. What have we got on the back here? Which one will I use? Which one do you want to use? So we'll go 1, 2, or 3. Which one do you want to, which one would you like me to use? 1, 2, or 3? Let me know in the comments. So, or I could do this. I kind of really want the flowers though. I want the bit of gold fleck to happen. So let me know in your comments. 1, 2, or 3? 1. We've got 2 votes for 1. 1, 3. 1. So it looks like 1's going to win, I'd say. We've got 3 votes for 1, 2 votes for 3. Oh, 3 votes for 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 votes for 1. Alright, 1's the winner. Let's do 1. Alright, so I'm just going to cut now a piece of cards, designer series paper. And I'm going to cut it down to 10 centimeters by 14.3. So don't forget, this is a slightly smaller piece. So 14.3 here. And then I'm going to die cut this. So I think I might use this one actually. We'll die cut that one there. And I'm just going to roughly put it in the middle, like so. There. So let me grab my die cutting machine out. Hey Krista, hey Leanne, how are you? Hey Sabrina from New Zealand, how are you? Alright, so we're going to die cut that right in the middle there, hoping that it'll line up with our tree. I'm pretty sure it will. So we're going to pop that in. Oh, and you know what I forgot to share with you? Let me show you this. I forgot. It comes with an embossing folder as well. That's sweet. So it's one of the big ones. See, big, huge embossing folder. I forgot to show you that before. It wasn't in my little baggie because I was using it last night. All right, so we're gonna do that. Let's just. Oh, I forgot magnetic sheet and all. Not gonna fall off there in a hurry, is it? Alright, so then we're going to pull that off. So we've got that for something else, but we're going to use the negative part of it. And we're going to stick our tree underneath there like that. How good does that look with our little tree popping out from behind our colours there? Now, you could do it either way. You could have the, so that your tree's the focal point. So let me ask you now, which way would you like me to go? This way? Or do you want me to use the leaves? See, now I've put you in a dilemma, haven't I? We've picked one, but now which one are we going to use? So should we use the leaf side, or should we use the Cajun Craze side? Which one do you think? Let me know. So, how cool does it look with the leaves and that bit in the background there? So we go this side here, or we go this side here. Which one? Let me know in the comments which way you think we should go. The Cajun side, the Cajun side. Oh, see, you're all going the Cajun side. Oh, Cajun side's for the win. All right, awesome. So then I'll answer, we're going to go green card base. We can't go Cajun now. I was picking out Cajun. So green card base, or do we do an early espresso card base, or do we go right out left field and go, well, there's one I've already prepared earlier, a crushed curry card base? Which card base now? So like, which one are we going to choose? And while we're doing that, I'm going to just put that aside while you're letting me know your colours for that, because we've decided our card front. I'm going to show you another stamp set. Now this stamp set comes in the September to December mini catalogue. It's called Traditional Labels, and it comes with these amazing dies. I tell you, if you don't have these, you're going to want these dies. Look at this. Bum, bum, bum. Like, how awesome is that? Like, these dies are just to die for. Get it? So we've got like a banner die here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dies in it, and all of these little sentiments fit into this here. So I want to use this one today, although I have used this one here, and these two on top of each other look amazing. We might do that. Let's do that one. So we'll do that. I'm going to put those aside for the minute. So what colour did we go? Let's see. Oh my goodness, lots of votes. I've got to go back and check them all. Alright, so we're using the Cajun Cray side. Early Espresso got 2. Crumb cake, that was left field more. I didn't even have crumb cake out. Old Olive, crushed curry, Old Olive, the green crushed. It looks like crushed curry. Oh no, Early Espresso. Well, I can't do a layer of Cajun because I'd love to do it, but this is too big. I'd have to do like a minute layer of Cajun. Green. How about we do Early Espresso with a layer of green? Let's see what that looks like. So we'll go Early Espresso card base, and we've got this here, don't forget, that we can use later on another card. So I'm going to go 14.9 by, and I'm just going to score it. It's 14.9 by 21 scored at 10.5. So just our normal, card base. And then if I grab my green, and let's see, I'm going to have to try and do maths here. So it's 14.3. So if I go, 14.9 is going to give that. So if I go, all right, let someone do the maths for me. Halfway is 1, 2 and a bit. Oh, good. All right, let's see how we go. 1, 2 and a bit. So what did we make it? We made it 15, 14 and a half, 14.5 or something like that. So something like that. I don't know, 14.6, something like that. And then if we go this one here, so if we go 10, 1, 2 and a half, it's going to give us a really, really thin border, hopefully. Oh, what am I doing? I need that bit. That's me card. Oh no, there's my card base there. Let's see how we go. Me and maths don't work, We definitely don't work together. Alright, so we're going to attach that to here. And then this bit is going to go on here with a very, very thin garden green or Old Olive card base, like so. And then that's going to go on here with a very, very thin base of, what do you reckon? Is that what we want to do? So we've got our very, very thin base here. Although I could probably, no, I don't want to cut this one down because it's very tight with the leaves here. I think that'll work. Alright, but I'm going to cut out of this first. Let's just die cut. No, I'm not going to be able to get it. Am I? I can get the other one. Let's die cut that out of the middle because I don't want to waste that middle bit on the front. I'll be back. Hold, please. Alright, let's die cut that out. I don't want to waste that big bit in the middle. I might be able to use that for something else down the track. Alright. Does anyone else do that? Take the middle bits out? I do. I take the middle bits out of a lot of stuff. Alright, let's attach this down here. Oh, I didn't put my lid on my glue. Got to get my little pin and just poke my little nozzle out here. And then we're using that side, so we're going to cover up the pretty side. Do you hate that when it gives you a dilemma and you're like, oh, I don't know, I don't want to cover up the pretty side, but sometimes I go, oh, why can't they just have a sheet of each? I don't know. That might be just me though. Alright, so I'm going to make a mess here because I should have done it the other way around, but anyway. Alright, so I'm going to pop this down here like so, and it's just going to cover our tree at the back. So this is where we can sort of straighten up our tree a little bit. This is why we like to use green glue. Don't lick your finger with glue on it, Beck. That's not a good thing to do. Alright. Like so. Where did my chamois go? I had it here. It's here somewhere. Oh, back in the container. Oh, I put it away. Who would have thought? Who would have thunk I would put it away? Hey? Oh, yeah, I hate to waste that chunk of card underneath, Nikki. It's just like, oh no, we can't do it. I have to cut it. All right. So that's our card, and then we're going to lay this on and have that really fine border of green underneath there. So let's do that now. I'm going to just glue this down like so. And then we're going to see how I go with this really, really fine border. Ooh. See if I can get it all the way around. This is why I like using green glue, because you get that bit of wiggle room. Oh, that looks amazing. Look at that. See, and for each layer then we're putting on, it's just strengthening up. So we've just got that teeny tiny little border, and we're going to pop that across there like that. But I want to use some of that green twine. Let's grab that green twine. Where did it go? Here it is here. So I'm going to, oh, see, this is going to do the same thing. Anyway. Alright, so when I do my twine, for those that are just new here and haven't seen me do this before, I like to grab, I put glue all in the middle there, and I probably shouldn't have, but anyway. I like to grab my twine and put a bit of tear and tape on the back here, like that, because once again, nobody sees the back, right? Nobody's going to see this back bit, so we don't need to cover that with twine. And then I'm just going to grab my twine, pop it onto there, then I'm going to wrap it around the front here, do a little loop on this side, and then go back again, and then do another little loop like so, and then come back again. So I'm going to go 3 times across it, and I haven't wasted any of this gorgeous twine across the back then. See that? And then I'm going to pop another bit of tear and tape on the back here, and then that just smooshes in all the tear and tape, the twine there, so it's not going to come loose. And then I've got 3 rings across the front, and it's not wasted on the back. So now we can stick it down to our card base. So I'm going to then pull this off, and it's important that you always pull this stuff off too, because if you don't and you just glue over it, this will let go over time because it's not designed to hold on. Alright, so we're just going to now pop heaps of glue on the back here to then stick it to our card front. Like so, and see if we can get that border happening all the way around. Very, very fine border, like so. There we go. What do you reckon? How cool does that tree look just tucked in behind there? Like, it looks really, really cool. Alright, so now I'm going to grab this here. I'm going to die cut this out of some foil. Let me grab my foil, and I think I did have a piece on my desk here that I think the colour, so this is just like foil, this is not Stampin' Up foil, this is like foil from, you know, your $2 shops or anything like that. So I'm just going to die cut that out because I think the colours look really, really cool together. So I'll run that one through. And these dies that come in this new kit, right, the edges move. So like you could have this front bit down and you could ideally pop up all of these side bits. So see how they all move? So really, really cool. So we're going to pop that down there, and then I'm going to die cut this one out of some basic white. But we need a sentiment, so let's just grab the happy birthday sentiment here, because this could be a really good guy card, because you know, who struggles with guy cards? I know me, pick me. But like for a male, it could be a really good card. Or you could just put congratulations won't fit, it's too wide. I think we'll stamp the sentiment in, we will do early espresso, hey? We'll do early espresso. So I'm going to stamp that down like so, and then we'll die cut that out. So hold please while I die cut that, like so. Put a big band-aid on my finger, and it's sort of, I'm surprised I don't have ink on the band-aid, and then I've transferred that band-aid pattern. Well, that could be a new stamping technique. Band-aid pattern on your paper. Band-aid, the band-aid technique we could call it. Oh goodness, I've just dropped it. Yes, I'm surprised I haven't got ink on it and then put ink everywhere, because, you know, I do that a lot when I wear band-aids on my fingers. I have a big massive finger crack in the top of my finger again. So if you've been following me for a little while, you know that's a constant battle of mine. And then we're going to pop that on there like so. I probably should have cut 2 of them, and we could have made out of that too. Oh, we could quickly, we'll see. We'll see how we go. Dinner with Mum was lovely, thank you, Maura. We had fish and chips, and I kind of surprised her a bit. She was, I think, a little bit annoyed. She doesn't do birthdays. Well, it's just another day, she goes. It's just another day. And so we're going to pop this on with Dimensionals. But I surprised her and had the whole family come over. So we had my brother and my auntie and my cousin and all of that come over, and we had a big lovely meal. Fish and chips, you know, not hard. And yeah, she's walked in the door and like, oh goodness me. But anyway, she'll watch this later and go, oh God, Becca, carry on. You know, I love my mum. She does so much for us, it's not funny. And you know, if you've been following me for a little while, you know she's the t-shirt extraordinaire. So if I'm wearing a new crafting t-shirt or whatnot, she would be responsible for it, because she makes all of my t-shirts and, you know, all of my bits and pieces like this for me. And yeah, nothing's too much of a trouble for my mum. She just, yep. And if it's on the computer, she'll be even more happy to do it. How's that? Look at that. Now I think we need some gems, so let's grab those awesome Cajun Craze gems. They're gonna blend in a little bit, but we'll see what they look like. Because they've got flicks of gold in them. So let's just see. So we'll just go 1. And I love that there's 3 different sizes in these gems. So I always like to use all 3 different sizes. Go like that there. Actually, they don't blend in all that well. They actually look quite nice. Look at that. So how's that? So any big open die you could do this with, but I just love these new leaf dies. Leaves are, you know, autumn leaves are just great. And I know we're coming into spring, but still, what time is it? Have we got time for just one? Will we do this quickly? I've got an idea for it. Will we do this just really, really quick? Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm going to cut this out. Will I fit that into there? Yep. I'm going to cut another one of these. So we'll do the same sentiment panel, so we don't have to think too hard about it. But I've got an idea with that large leaf die that I think you will love. And hopefully you've got a cuppa that you're sitting there with and you're enjoying a nice bevy. Alright, let's just do another one. Mum should do Facebook Lives on the Cricut. Yeah, she's pretty cool. She now she's, because I've got my new laser, she's like looking up things for this laser, like left, right and centre. So she's going, oh, have you watched this? Have you watched that? I go, Mum, I've been at work. Alright, we'll do another happy birthday, I think. So we'll do the same. We'll do the same colours, and then we can see which one's your favourite card. Alright, so we'll do this one here. And I'll die cut that out. And we'll pop that on there. Oh. I have an electric die cutting machine, but it's very slow, so sometimes I use it, you know, and I don't get me steps up that way. Whereas if I use me manual machine, I get me steps up, so pretty cool. Alright, we'll stick these 2 together. Oh, look, this piece. Why didn't I pick this piece up before? It's nearly finished. And then we can party. Alright, so we're going to stick this one onto here like so. I just love this with that gold background. How cool does that look? Alright, and then we're going to pick, I'm going to get some white. I'll just get another white card front. So these are my inside whites. I make them a little bit smaller so that you get a nice border. So that's my inside whites. They're 9.5 by 13.8. Yes, I got myself a laser, Megan. Have I not shown you? Have a look at this. I don't know if it'll pick it up. But look, I put my little puppy dog, Romy, on my watch with my new laser. And I've got Drax on the other side. It's very hard to see because it's black. And I don't know if the camera will pick it up. But It's just, I took their photos and I put their photos and made line work drawings of them, and I put them onto my watch band. So I've got my puppies with me all the time. So love my new toy. Love, love, love it. Alright, so I'm going to pop this on here. Now we could just do this green one underneath here, so we could have like, you know, a couple of different leaves. But I'm like, boring. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab that die. Right, and I'm going to lay my die over here like so. Then I'm going to grab my blending brush, and will we use, what colour will we use? Green, or will we use Early Espresso or Cajun? I'm thinking if we use green. I don't know, but that, you know, because me, I love green. Green's my favourite. What do you reckon? What colour should I do? I'm going to blend over this die. I'm going to show you a trick. So should I use green or Cajun, or what colour? Let me know in the comments what you want me to use. We're going to use this as well, so let's just see, and then you can tell me which one's your favourite. And then we'll need a card base as well. Has everyone left me? No one's given me any colours? Oh my goodness. I think everyone's left me. Green. Cheryl says green. Cajun. Green. I've got 2 greens, 3 greens. Oh, I think you're all going to just say green because it's my favourite colour, right? Alright, let's use Old Olive. So we're going to use Old Olive. I don't know how this is going to turn out. I just thought about it then. Alright. So we're going to pop this in here. And you know what? If I try these things, and then you guys don't have to, right? And I'm going to just blend over the die here. So I'm holding the die down while I blend over it, because I don't want it to move, like so. And we're going to do this, like so. I even busted this other thumbnail too, and that's very painful too. So I'm a bit all thumbs at the moment. Alright, who's going to try this one today? Let's see what this turns out like. Like so. And then when we pull it off, look, we've got a white edge, right? So then if we were to pop this over here like that, look at that. It's like we've shaded over it, but we've still got that white edge underneath. How cool is that? That's awesome. I think I want to go a little bit darker. Let's make it a little bit darker. So we're going to pop that back on to our little frame here. Who would have thunk? Hey, who would have thought to use frames? Only me, because, you know, I'm like, such a waste. Alright, I'm going to just make it a little bit darker. And you could do it like all different colours. Like you could blend over it in, you know, Cajun Craze, and then make it a really, really autumn. You could go everywhere. Maybe use the dye and blend over it and get that pattern happening all over it. Like that. And then we're going to pop that over there like that. And then we'll go like this. Happy birthday. Will we put our ribbon across the front of it? Maybe we'll use the Early Espresso ribbon across the front of that there like that. Let me pick it up and show you, because I don't know if you can actually see it. But when you go like that, see, you can actually see, let me line it up because it's not stuck on there yet. See how you get that white border around the edge? How cool is that? Alright, let's stick it on. Let's just stick it on. And I'm going to, oh, I've got to get rid of those bits. So we're going to go up the top here. Like that, just to hold it on. So I'm only just going to put the 2 on for the minute, and then we've finished this. Oh no, there's 1 piece left. I thought we were done. I'm going to use that bit now then. We'll go there like that. Now we can party, have a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight. Alright, so we're going to pop that on here, like so. And then we'll run our Early Espresso. You didn't want this sweet, now you do. Sorry. Alright, hopefully this will be long enough. Let's do our little ribbon trick. Like so. So now I've got you thinking about all the different dies that you can run around the edge and have a border around the edge of, haven't I? So let's just see. I'm going to pop this ribbon. So this will be like a really quick card because we've already got half of it cut out, right? I'm going to clean this up because I just stuck my little finger in it. And put it on the back of my card, and I don't need it on my card front. So nobody wants a big green finger on their card front. Alright, so we're going to pop that in. I'm going to tuck it under there like that. We're going to do our little loopy trick, and I'm going to go over the top of it, do our little loopy trick again, and then what will I do? I'll come over this but under that like that. No, I'm going to go over the top again like that, like so, and then we'll do our little smooshy technique into the background here, like so, and then we can chuck our little happy birthday there. See, I told you I was going to get green ink on it. Look at that. Bugger bomb. Oh well. It's a handmade card. Now, what colour card base? Let's see. We could actually do a border around this one too because it's a small piece. This one's a small piece. What colour? What colour did we do the other one? Let's do this one. Let me cut this down. Should we do Cajun Craze? Let's see. So if we got that, then that, we've got that. Do we do that as a border, or do we go the green again, or do we do the Early Express? Which one? I don't know. Which ones? Cajun Craze or Crush Curry, Christine? Because it's both CCs. I don't know which one. Let's stick our happy birthday down with some gems. Get some of these little ones. Stick that on there. Or are we on the bottom? Yep. So we're going to have to stick the gems on the bottom, and they're going to sit over there like that, and then this will go glue to the top bit. So we only want our gems on the bottom piece here because you want it all nice and level. Crushed Curry, Early Espresso, and the yellow Cajun Craze Base Early Espresso Matte. So Early Espresso. So I think, are we all Cajun Craze and Early Espresso? So Early Espresso, Cajun Early Espresso with the yellow matte. That's what Ali's saying, like that. And then Linda's saying Cajun Craze Base Early Espresso like that. I think we need to use the crushed curry. I think we'll do a crushed curry base, like a matte, like that. And then we might go, I think the Early Espresso. What do you reckon? I think that looks quite good. So if we do that, curry would lift it. Yeah, I'm in agreement with you, Jan, I think. Alright, so we're going to cut that down to 10 centimetres by 14.3. And then, oh my goodness, I've got ideas coming out of my head now, because now I've got this. If I don't cut another one, oh my goodness, how long do you want to stay on and craft with me for? I've got ideas coming out left, right and centre now. And then we could emboss those, and I'm going to cut another one of these out from here, because let's just make sure we're going to cover it first. Yep, I'm going to cut another one of these out from here. Oh dear, see, this is what happens when I start playing with products. And then one idea leads to another, which leads to another, which leads to another, and oh my goodness, before I know it, I've sat here all day playing with something when I should probably be doing something else. See, we could emboss those and have like 3 different coloured leaves. Like, could you imagine that? Like, oh my, anyway. All right, another day maybe. I've got to go, Brett and I are going Father's Day shopping. So he wants to get, I'm just going to put this around the edge this time. He wants to get a new blower vac. So he's getting a new blower vac for Father's Day. So I've got to take him to Sydney Tools, which, you know, if you know me, I don't mind going to a tool shop. I don't mind, especially if I get a tool while we're there as well. I'm looking at a nice little hedge secateurs that are power operated to help me with my in my old age. So, you know, it's always, it's a win-win, really. Isn't it? Let's just say craft all day together. I know, I'd love to do that. All right, so we're going to pop that down here. We should do that one day. We should just get on a Zoom and all just sit and craft and do our own thing and craft together. How cool would that be? And then we're going to pop that on there like that. So let's grab some more ink here. Well, not ink, glue, like so. And then we're going to, did I pull off my tear? No, I've already done it. Just had to make sure I pulled off the back of my tear and tape, but I didn't have any on that piece, did I? I did it before. Look at that. See? And look at this. Out of the negative, we created a positive. How's that? Do some, oh, if I do some splatter, Maura, then it'll cover my green bit here, won't it? Good thinking, 99. All right. How am I going to do that? Because I don't want it to go over my leaf. All right, I'm going to quickly die cut another leaf. I'm going to just die cut. Oh, see, now that's given me another idea. I'm going to die cut a leaf. Let me grab a white piece. I'm going to die cut a leaf and do it like that. Oh dear, you're enablers, you lot, I tell you. I'm sorry, honey, I couldn't finish my Facebook Live any earlier. The girls were asking me to do stuff. I'm going to pop that on there like that. And then I'm going to flick that top half first. Let me grab, I'm going to grab a Mossy Meadow blending brush. And we're just going to, I'm going to flick here. Oh, yes, look at that. And then I'm going to be very careful down this end of the woods. I'm going to try and cover me happy birthday here. Like that. That's not going to work. I'm going to pop that there like that. And then I'm going to grab just a little scrap piece of paper. Hang on, here we go. To cover, I don't want it to get on my happy birthday. Should have flicked it before. See? Like that. Look at that. That looks pretty cool. I need a bit of flicky here. Needs a bit of flicky here. Like that. Yes. Look at that. And it covers my little boo-boo up the top here. Flicky flicky. Alright, let's grab some gems. We'll use our 3 little gems again. 1, 2, and I'm going to go 3 up here. Put 1 out there, all on his lonesome. So there we go. Which one's your favourite? I don't know, it's really hard to tell. I like them both. They're both pretty cool. Which one's your favourite? Is it card A or B? I don't know, they're both really cool, but I do love this outline one. I love them both actually. I can't decide. They're both my favourite. And then, see this one here, I could just flick this some more and use this on another card. Here we could flick it like this. Then we could get, see, oh my goodness. Then I could get this stamp here, which has got leaves on it. Like so. And with the, even with the flicking, we could just randomly stamp all over this. Oops. See, so many different ideas, look. And then that gives us another nice big leaf. Oh my goodness, let's just stop now because I could be here all day with you guys. Goodness me. Enablers plus. Alright. So there we go. 2 different cards created from your leaf. And then we've got a third possibly, and possibly a 4th card on the way with our bits and pieces. Yep, we could put it through the embossing folder for texture as well. Oh my goodness. It's just endless, isn't it, really? We could just keep going and going and going and going. So, alright guys, well don't forget, all of these products are available from the, what did I say, the 3rd of September. And then once we get to the 3rd of September, I will share this in our Craft with Beck group, so you'll be able to print it up and have your own copy at home. It lists all the online exclusives, so then you can pop it in your catalogue and you're going to have like a ready reference that you can go in with your highlighter and highlight all the things that you've got, and you know, so then you don't double up on stuff, because I know I'm good at doing that too. So alright guys, well I hope you have fun crafting. Look, if you're in the Craft with Beck group, it's a separate group that we've got, and you try that technique with the die that we've just used, let me know, show me your products over in that Craft with Beck group, because we love to see what you do over there. But have a great weekend. I will see you on Wednesday night for Wing It Wednesday. If not, I'll see you back here next Saturday morning for Breakfast with Beck. Alright, bye for now.